In actuality, we're stars, so they shoot us down. We're told reality isn't a dream, so we believe and discard. Control is the ultimatum, but no, the soul is priceless.
I struggle balancing my social life, my work life, and my school life.
And like the only place I get to go out is work, and everything's like really different, and like also like have schools have closed, so that's really different, and how we're like doing online, which is also like really like different like than being in school with everybody.
And because, scholarship deadlines are coming up, and then we're trying to catch up with all this work at the same time. And it's difficult to manage all of it.
Sometimes I go out, and then it's like everything is normal, but then when I go to like the store and I see everybody with masks and everybody keeping their distance, like it hits me, and I'm like, oh wow, like everything is happening. And then it just has changed a lot, like not being able to go out and like see my friends.
This experience has been kind of depressing for me. It's hard being at home because I'm not a homebody. I tend to eat more, and I cram a lot of my work.
I wake up later, I go to sleep later, and I just like cram a lot of work into my daily life. But I've waited for senior year for 4 years. Like I've waited since the beginning of ninth grade. I wanted to be a senior. So it's like the fact that we're not offered the same opportunities as previous classes or classes that have already graduated, it's hard. And it comes off as unfair to us because we worked as hard as them. We've came this far, and it's just not fair in our eyes.
It's difficult for me is because now everything closed and we don't know what's going to be the plans. And I only look forward to some things like summer camps and school, not so much. Because right now, school is stressful for me. But summer camps is like where I get my social outlet and find myself a little bit. And we don't know what's going to be the term for that and if they are going to be summer camps. So I am not really social now, and it's just bringing my self-worth down more. So
I'm trying to navigate the process of college admission with not really knowing how all of that is going to work out, not knowing how admissions is going to go this year, when I'm going to be able to take the ACT, if I'm going to be able to take the ACT.
But right now, like both my parents are unemployed. So it's like even more like, how am I going to pay for college? Is college going to be online? Like, how is this going to work out? It's just like, there's so many questions, but like nobody really knows how this is going to plan out.
Your living room, your workplace, classroom, teachers are your mothers and dads and principals. Getting fat, eating all the food, anxiety building, seeing the same room, the same walls, like you in a cell, but you really in your small apartment. Can't leave unless it's essential. This is new normal. Washing your hands, staying in the house. So I thank the first responders for making a way so I can stay A-OK. So I pray for a better day so I don't have to worry about my family and friends staying safe. Scared when I get that phone call at night. Don't know if they all right. So just stay in the house and you'll be safe and you'll be okay.
Life is worth living with everything around I can see. Like seeing my favorite color of red with the blood inside me. I hear music while walking outside and sitting at home. I can smell every scent around at home, mostly air. I'm not mad at staying at home, not even at despair. A lot of times, I'm on my own space, being all alone. While I'm breathing and tasting wind, well, in my room, I call the whole.
But two common themes were one, concerns around learning and learning online, and the all the challenges that come with being on the computer all day, whether it's like physical. Jessica mentioned that her head was hurting because of how often that she's online, or if it's mental, just kind of the depression and the anxiety that comes with using the platform and being inside. Something we discussed was organizing small groups and encouraging universities or high schools to facilitate conversations among the students via apps like Marco Polo.
What we discussed for our government officials was to provide what they're requiring. So if they're requiring the people to wear masks on the metro, provide the mask, providing resources that are lacking, such as Lysol wipes. And then when the youth goes back to school in the fall in about 6-7 months, taking into consideration their mental health and the adjustment period that it will take for them to adjust from being home basically 24/7 to being back at your regular schedule, going to school, interacting after school activities and everything else.
Some things girls need, like not just now, but maybe like after the pandemic, is like, having like support groups, because I'm very lucky that I have my support group and I have my therapist. So I think that it's a really important thing that us girls, have the support system from like trusted adults who know what's going on and they can guide us like the right way and how to stay safe and everything. So I feel like it's really important for us to know where to go, so we don't like get the wrong answers, because there's like social media and like the news can always like twist things and like might not give you like the right resources you need. So I feel like it's really important for us to have that place to go.
Another thing that was mentioned is the challenges of, being back from school or being home in where the students are needing to work and provide income. How can we support the students who are having to like contribute financially during this crisis? Is looking at the resources that, or the lack of resources that the schools have. Whether it's internet or lack of computer or access to various resources, and gauging what are the disparities and how difficult is it for the students to attend the online classes as a result of these disparities, and trying to see if we can hold the schools as well as the city accountable to provide and fill in those gaps, as well as provide grace where it's needed.
And one of the things we talked about is parents losing their jobs and like not having like that income come anymore. So it would be like really nice for them to have like resources of where they can go or what they can do since they don't have a job anymore.
Taking the things for like the food, supplies like that, to people who can't go to like the high schools or places like that and to get the food, to like drop it off at their house or their homes.
Similar to a prisoner that's locked away and lonely, I'm seeking the man in the mirror only. Such time has allowed me to be more reflective. Choosing optimism has enhanced my perspective. My artistic endeavors seem to be adjusting, not falling into my head despite constant thinking. In need of nourishment towards the spirit, like a song on repeat, it's guaranteed that I'll listen.